Don here. Lately I've been thinking about a solution that you may have, so let's talk about it. We're going to go camping, and we know we have too much camping gear for our Transit Connect van. Nice size van, 2 people, lots of storage, but not enough. So anyway, I've been thinking over a few months, how am I going to solve this problem? I considered a little trailer. I like little trailers. I would have to get a hitch, but I have no place to store a little trailer when it's not in use. So, and I probably wouldn't make that much use of it. So that's about $1,000 for a little bit of use and no place to put it. I also considered putting a basket on the back. I would get a hitch made, putting a basket on the back, but the problem might be with that is that if I go too big with my stuff on the back, it might interfere with my lights, and I may have to move the license plate to the basket, so then I would need wiring, a hitch. It's not a bad idea, but it doesn't really work for me. So of course I already have a roof rack, so that's where I'm going to go. The solution to my problem has to be on the roof rack. So I have a low profile, mostly a homemade rack. So that the reason I have a low profile roof rack is so I can get into parkades in the city. So I'm going to start with that. So I thought, well, could I buy a long profile factory made boxes? I like them. They're probably $800, $1,000. The wide ones would be pretty good because I have a big roof, but they're not very tall and fairly expensive. So I also thought about the collapsible rooftop bags. They're really cool. They collapse. They aren't totally put away for the winter and not take up no room. But I don't think they're very durable. Over time the zippers will probably fail, and it's not a long-term solution. So I thought I'm going to come up with something I can figure out myself that's cheaper and will hold all I need held. So let me show you what I've got in mind. Over here I have 2 Rubbermaid boxes. They're like a heavy-duty plastic toolbox, and believe it or not, I bought this one 25 years ago. Looks identical to the one I just bought a few weeks ago, except for the handle has changed colors. Not sure what they were 25 years ago, but this is about a $200 box now, and I got it on sale for about $140. So I think it's the price was right. But of course you could go to Walmart and buy any kind of totes, probably for $40, $30, $40. But the reason I bought this one is it has hinges on the lid, and it has a way to lock it. Theoretically you could put a padlock on there. I did add all these. I put nuts on the inside of the fender washers, the reason being so they don't pull off. So they're pretty strong. So it makes it so there's many ways for me to tie it to the roof, and also I could actually tie them to each other at the campsite to make it harder to steal by locking them together. I'll give you an example of what they'll hold. So right now in this box, I'm just testing. This is all new to me. I'm just trying it out. I have a small dinghy, a couple of beach blankets, a good-sized thermos, a barbecue, and a rolled-up tarp. And I could probably even fit something else in there. But that's just an idea how much one would hold. So you may have a small car with a small roof, and one would be all you'd have room for. But since I have such a big roof, I'm going to put 2 up there. So just give me a minute and I'll show you how easy that should be to do. These boxes are empty now, and I'll just show you how I will probably put them on the roof. My vehicle is fairly tall, so if you have just a regular car, this will even be easier for you. But they're not very heavy, even though they're quite strong. that's how easy they'll go up there, and I will always put them up empty, unload them at the campsite, and then take them off the roof while we're there. So if we're there for a week or two, it can be used for something to sit on the campsite, something to store stuff. We even have one in a tent for to sit on and to store stuff. So I think it's going to work out real good. So in a minute I'll show you a few more items on there just to give you an idea how I can load my roof. Okay, I'll give you a little walk around. I picked up a cheap used ladder. It's a step ladder, and I just took off that one half of the ladder. This is pretty necessary for putting stuff on a van that's that tall. A better option would be the collapsible ladders that slide into itself, but this was cheap, so I'll use it this year. So that's how I would go up there and load. So I got the two boxes at the back. I've got my tent there in the middle. That's probably about 60-pound tent. And then I have a pop tent on the other side, which is also about 50 pounds. And that's what I'll use for our kitchen and for getting out of the sun when we need to. So of course right now I haven't demonstrated tying it down with tie downs, but you could probably figure that one out. You do want to tie it really good. I believe in safety, and I don't want any of this coming off when I'm going down the highway, so I'm going to have it really well strapped, and I think it should work really good. That should give me quite a bit of room inside the van for quite a lot of more stuff. When you're car camping and you want to be comfortable, you can take quite a bit of stuff with you. So I just had to come up with a way that I could haul stuff on the roof. So the same system could be used for hauling other stuff besides camping gear. Just thought maybe you'd find this interesting and might give you an idea. If you like these random videos, which I just do a few of them, give me a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Bye.